Hey guys, welcome back to Barry's Corner. It's Emily here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all the books that I've gotten recently. In the past couple of months, I've definitely acquired some books. I think it might be a little bit of an unhealthy obsession, but we're not going to talk about that. The last video that I uploaded was a Barnes & Noble's video, like haul and vlog. Those 6 books are not included in this haul. So I have 18 other books that I would love to show you, and before I show you those books, please subscribe, comment down below, and like this video. All of my social links are down in the description box below, as well as my Amazon wishlist if you would like to gift me a book. Now let's get on into the video. The first 2 books are both romances, and both books that you've seen on my channel before. The first one is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This book is one of my favorite books of all time. I love it so much. It is an office romance where basically they play a hating game where they try to make each other laugh, smile, cry, frown, literally any type of emotion, because they're both so stoic whenever they are with each other. But a promotion is going up and the both of them are in the running for it, and the hating game kind of gets in the way. But that game also kind of turns from hate to a little bit of a romance. Truly one of my favorites. I love it so freaking much. If you have seen any of my other videos, you would know how much I love this book. But the second book is The X-Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. If you watched my 24-hour readathon, you would know that I read this book and I somewhat liked it. This is also a office romance, but instead of a publishing company like The Hating Game, this is in a radio station company. This follows fake dating, like the fake dating trope, and then also enemies to lovers, kind of more like annoyance to lovers, and then there is an age gap. This has a lot of tropes in it, I'm not gonna lie. Both of these I read and I really enjoyed, so I'm really excited to have them in my collection. The next 2 books, I don't understand how I did not buy these sooner. It is the first 2 books in the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. If you don't know what this series is about, it's basically a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with fairies. And the main character, Feyre, she kills a fairy by accident, and then she has to go to the land of Fairy Perithian to kind of repay her debt. I just finished A Court of Mist and Fury last night, and oh my gosh, oh my freaking goodness, I cannot wait to get the 3rd book in this series. I am so freaking excited. The next book is another romance. It is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the 2nd book in the Brown Sisters companion novel trilogy. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. But basically, this one is about a girl named Danny Brown, and she knows what she wants. She wants professional success. She is just focused on her career, and that means that she does not want a boyfriend or girlfriend. And she's just like, no. But there's this friend, this guy named Zafir, and oh my gosh, all he wants is romance, and all he wants is Danny Brown. One day, a video goes viral of him saving Danny from this fire thing, I don't know, at their university that they both work at. And it goes viral, and it helps his, like, non-profit charity type thing, and they're like, hey, let's fake date, another fake dating trope, like the X-Talk. And then he's like, I really want you to be my girlfriend, and she's like, I only want a friends with benefits type thing, and then romance ensues, basically. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection. The next book is A Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. This is the graphic novel edition, and it's basically about a guy named Will, and his brother Sean was shot dead. And so in his neighborhood, there are 3 rules. 1, no crying, 2, no snitching, and 3, always get revenge. So he's on an elevator down to avenge his brother with a gun. However, on each level, a person from his past comes on and kind of weighs on his decision to see if what he is doing is right. I really love this book. I read it in my 24-hour readathon. The freaking, what are these called? Illustrations are so freaking well done. I do think that this book lacked what the regular verse version had, but I love both of them. I gave them both 4 stars, and I'm really excited to have this. Now, this next book, I don't understand how I did not get this sooner, but it is Imagine Me by Tahereh Mafi. If you know anything about me, anything about my channel, you know the Shatter Me series is one of my favorite series of all time. Like, I love it so much, mostly because I read it in middle school and just the nostalgia. Like, everything is just so freaking good. And this is the last book of the whole series. I've read every single book more than once to get to this book, and I'm so excited to get to it. I just finished Restore Me by Tahereh Mafi, so I just have to read Defy Me, and then I get to this book, and I'm so freaking excited. If you don't know what this series is about, it's basically about a girl named Juliet, and she has a lethal touch. She hurts a boy, so she's put into an insane asylum, and then while she's in there, the whole world is changing because a reestablishment is taking over, and then it kind of follows her journey being in the reestablishment. So it's so freaking good. It's definitely an enemies to lovers book. It's definitely a love triangle book. It's definitely just so freaking good. And I'm so excited to finally have this stunning book in my collection. The next two books I used to have, but when I moved from Miami to South Carolina, a whole box of my books just got lost. So I ordered both The Giver and Ready Player One from Thrift Books, and I'm so freaking excited. One, because Ready Player One has these tabs from the previous owner, and I'm so excited to see what parts they really enjoyed. I've never read Ready Player One, and I've never seen the movie because I really wanted to read the book before I read the movie, but then it got lost. I have no idea what this is about. I think don't know what it's about at all. I can't tell you. The Giver is one of my favorite books of all time, or it used to be, because I read it in, I think, maybe even elementary school, maybe middle school. Have no idea. Maybe 5th grade. I don't know. But the movie is my second favorite movie of all freaking time. The Soloist is my number one. It's so good. I can watch that movie forever and ever and ever. And I want to reread the book because it's been a really long time. And so I'm really excited to get to both of these. We're halfway there, guys. Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. This is Twilight, but in Edward's perspective. I was waiting a while to get this book. I don't know, it was just so freaking big, and it was expensive. Like, everywhere I went, it was so expensive. And then I saw it at Walmart, and they said $10. And I was like, what are you talking about? I got it. They lied to me. It was $20, but I was already at checkout, and I bought it. So that is... guys, look at the font. Why is it so small for this big of a book? I don't know, but I really want to get to it really soon. I saw like an ASMR ambiance thing for like Bella's room, and it had her talking in the back, and the Twilight movies are one of my favorite movies of all time, and that is sad because The Soloist and The Giver are one of my favorite movies, and it just can't compare to Twilight, but it's just my childhood is those movies. So I'm excited to reread this, or read this. Why did I say reread? I guess because it's Twilight, and I'm a little intimidated, but I'm excited. Next is Withering Heights by Emily Bronte. 1, she has my name. 2, it's a classic that really looked pretty, and it was only $10, and I bought it. I remember my mom saying that she really liked this book, but I don't think she like really remembers it, and therefore I have no idea what this plot is. I heard Christine from the Roomies Digest say that she really liked this, I think. Might be wrong. Like, don't come for me when I say that. But I don't know if I'll get to this anytime soon, but I bought it, and I need to start getting into classics. The next book I am so freaking excited about. It is The Death of Vivek Oji, and this book was gifted to me by Naomi from Naomi's Library, and I didn't even realize that she put a freaking note in it, and I didn't, like, until right now, right before this clip. And she is so sweet. I love her so much. I will leave her channel down in the description box below. Her channel, mwah, chef's kiss, so freaking good. Love her so much. But this, I believe, is a coming of age story about a Nigerian boy, I believe, and the family and how they come to terms with this child. And I believe there's a death in the first chapter where it's one line. It says, "They burned down the market on the day Vivek Oji died." I heard this is so incredibly heartbreaking, and I'm honestly ready for that. I want a good cry, and I think this book will give it to me. We are nearing the end, I promise. The next two books are The Novice and The Inquisition. This is a trilogy, but I only saw the first two books at my local used bookstore. There was a big booktuber, I'm kind of blanking on her name right now, but she posted on her story multiple times that she absolutely adored this series. And I have no idea what the series is about. I have truly no clue, like, at all. The covers are kind of cute, though. I kind of like them. But I honestly probably won't get to them soon. If you know what this is about, please, in the comments down below, like, hype me up for it, because I have no idea. But I'm excited to one day get to those books. This next book was all over Bookstagram, Booktube, Book Talk, literally everywhere, and it is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. I couldn't tell you what this is about. I mean, I do know a little bit. It's about mythology, and like every 9 years there's a thing where like Greek gods can walk the earth as mortals, and then if you kill them, then you become the god or something. I think, not sure. But I saw Mare Reed's rave about this on her story, and then I went to Walmart and I saw it, and I was like, okay, this is the time we're gonna get it. I might not get to this soon. If you really enjoy this book, please tell me so I will get to it quicker, but I'm hoping that when I get to it, it becomes one of my new favorites. The next book I actually won from Penguin Random House, like in a book giveaway, and it is Homegoing by Yagi Yasi. Yagi Yasi is one of my favorite authors now, I'm not gonna lie. I read Transcendent Kingdom by her and I absolutely adored it. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars, so freaking heart-wrenching, and I read it with my uncle and my aunt. My aunt has some taste. Oh my goodness. She said that the reason that she accepted to read Transcendent Kingdom was because she said Homegoing by Yagiasi was one of her favorite books of all time. So I'm really excited that I got it. I feel like it was my push to read this book, and hopefully I'll read it soon because I need to read this brilliance. The last 2 books were such a freaking steal. I got them both at the thrift store, both together for $2.50. Right place, right time, so freaking excited about these. The first one is This Is My America. I've seen this in Barnes & Noble's, Target, Walmart, and I've always seen it and I've always wanted to get it, but it was never really the right time, and when I saw it I was like, this is the time. This is why I never got it before. And so it's basically about this teen girl, and she's writing letters to this person, like an anonymous person, to help her father get out of prison because he's innocent. And then one day the police come to her house and take her brother to go to jail, and she's like, what the heck is happening? So I'm really excited to get to this book. I've heard about it a little bit, so I'm gonna see what the hype is about. But along with that, I got Furiously Happy by Jen Lawson. And I know this cover looks crazy, and I also think that that's why nobody picked it up in the thrift store, but little did they know that this is a memoir, and it's basically about anxiety and depression. And I saw this on Jesse the Reader's channel a while ago, like months ago, and he said that he liked it. He said it wasn't like his absolute favorite, but he said he did enjoy it and that it was worth the read. I need to get more into memoirs, and this is the perfect time. So these literally were such a steal. Those were all the books that I've gotten recently, and I know it was a lot, but it's been months. It's been months. You gotta give me a break because it's been a little while. I'm just saying that to cope with how much books I got recently. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, comment down below, do whatever you want to do, and goodbye.